Alright, that's almost done. This is just temporary back. The frame section's done. I'm actually going to replace that entire pad with a brand new piece of thick 1-inch wood, like wood beam, and I'm going to upholster that. The squat section is getting closer. It functions as is, just not braced the way I want it quite yet, but it's functional as is. Hammock stand, again, ugly, but functional. I used it and it's set up. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I could technically put it anywhere, but it'd be in the way. However, since I'm trying to make the gym more compact and I have a shower right next there, I think having the hammock in here might be nice for a temporary solution.
I mean, it's very pretty. Look.
Ooh, that's really nice.
You should try it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. 哦，
跟上衣，对，2件上衣，
好，
然后2件外套。
耶，感谢你。
I finally bought my first set of Levi's in Taiwan. Never bought Levi's in Taiwan, but the big Levi store here that we've been walking by for years finally had this big sale. It was buy one, get one free of anything in the entire store. And then on top of that, if you got more than one item, like let's say you got 2 pairs of jeans because it was buy one, get one free, and then you also got 2 more pairs of jeans, buy one, get one free, because you got 2 different sets of buy one, get one free, they would take an additional 1,000 NT off, which is around 33 US dollars off the total price of everything, right? And there was also extra deals for other stuff, like if we added in a buy one get one free on t-shirts, we'd get an additional $15 off of our total. So in the end, we ended up walking out with 2 bags full of stuff. I got stuff, Ellie got stuff, and we paid not very much money for it, so that was awesome. So I'll be wearing my new Levi's today, hitting the Thieves Market, checking out Man in the High Castle, doing the film studio. Oh yes, and then tomorrow going back down to Changhua because I'm getting that film developed that I've been shooting for the past couple weeks, and he's also got a canister waiting for me so I can develop my own film at home. So very, very exciting weekend. So I'm about to put on this shirt and I was removing the tags and I flipped it over and I noticed that the security thing is still on there. So that's going to be interesting.
Stay here with Dad. I'll be back. But Daddy needs something.
Alright, bought a new die grinder, tested it, works really well, and comes with that little bit. So I'll put that back there. I also found this big boy angle grinder. I've been looking for a big one like this for a while. This works great, and it was a very good price, so I got that. Then I found this old sign, best garage for motorcycles, all the stuff, blah blah blah. It's just kind of old school, the edges are rusted and whatnot. Nice little sign, it's cheap. Then I even found this old Pentax Takimar 50mm 1.4. Great old lens. I've had one of these before, and this one, it's got a little haze in there, but I think I can clean it. And it was only like $9 US. I made myself a good deal on this Honda generator and big old plasma cutter. Alright, I was just getting ready to head to bed and I realized that I haven't been recording much stuff. I don't know if I've updated you guys on everything I've gotten this week and everything we did. We ended up not going to that film lab where we're supposed to develop our own film because right as we were on our way, we found out that actually they don't teach you how to process and develop film and everything else. They just show you how to make prints, like with an enlarger, which I wouldn't be interested in even for free because it's a very simple process. It's not worth
going to a class for, but the fact that they were actually charging quite a bit for the class, it was stupid, so we didn't go. I went to the garage sale. That was a joke. I went to the Thieves Market yesterday, but went back today and got some more stuff. I was trying to find the cologne. I always wear Boss the Scent. Ran out. Can't find it anywhere in Taiwan. I should have grabbed some when I was in Hong Kong, but I actually saw it and thought, I don't need to grab it here. I'll grab it in Taiwan. And I can't find it in Taiwan, so I wasn't able to find any cologne. But of all the stuff I was looking for, what I did find was got myself some new welding gloves, because my other ones have got holes worn in them. These are thicker, heavier duty, so they should last a bit longer. I also finally got auto darkening welding helmet. You know, when I taught myself how to weld back in the States, I was using a little Chicago Electric flux core welder. So it was wire feed welder, auto darkening helmet, you know, 110 volt. And I taught myself how to use that. It's really simple. I ended up getting really good at it. I mean, I could work miracles with that little thing. And then when I bought this arc welder up there, I had to teach myself how to arc weld. And not only is the process of arc welding more difficult than MIG welding, obviously, but doing it while also not having an auto darkening helmet. I've never used a regular, like, full blackout helmet before, so that was a pain in the ass. But I decided that even though I'm used to using a normal helmet now, I decided to spoil myself and get an auto darkening helmet. This one was cheap. This is a plasma cutter. It's old school, probably made in Taiwan. Most of this old school stuff that looks like this was made here in Taiwan, and it's very good quality. This one I got a really good deal on. I paid just over $100, like $115 for it. But so just old school plasma cutter. Got my little connections here. Got all my adjustments here, and I've got the airflow back there. I also have been looking for a chop saw, but unlike with other tools, I'm actually not at all picky about chop saws. My number one priority with a chop saw is that it's just as cheap as possible. If I'm going to spend extra money on a good quality chop saw, then I want to buy a brand new cold cut saw so I can get all the quality, right? And it's worth the extra money. The whole reason why I decided to finally just say fuck it and buy an abrasive style chop saw was because they're cheap and plentiful, and they're all basically the same. I don't see any difference in any of them. I've never experienced any quality difference in any chop saw I've ever used, this old school abrasive type. So I was just looking for a cheap one, and was having a hard time finding one for what I wanted to pay. And then I came across this. It's old, it's rusty, it's missing the clamp mechanism, but it functions perfectly. It's got a good motor, good wiring, all the bearings are tight. It's solid, and I paid $30 for it. So old and ugly, but it works. And then there was another thing that I bought. I actually did not plan on buying this, and I didn't think I was gonna buy it. I thought it was cool. It would be nice to have. It obviously it serves a lot of obvious purposes, especially in an emergency, since there's a lot of typhoons and earthquakes and stuff here. However, this weekend, because I was spending money on other stuff, I did not expect to buy this. But he gave me an awesome deal on this. I bought it as a combo deal with this plasma cutter. It'll do 110 or 220 volt, and it's powered by a Honda engine. Honda generator, 110 or 220 volt. And I paid just over $100 for it, so I'm happy with that. Absolutely will come in handy. I don't think I'll need it for tool stuff because I'm always doing stuff here, but if we ever have a power outage and I have to use tools, I'll be able to run that. But what's more likely is that if there's an earthquake or a typhoon and we lose power, which happens more often than you might think, we actually have power if we need it, so that's handy. But now I've got to get to bed. I'm sure I'm forgetting stuff. Oh, forgot, I did not go to Changhua and get my film developed. We simply just did not have time. But now I've been rambling for I'm probably going to look at my phone and realize that this short part of the video has been 15 minutes long, so I'm going to go to bed. I hope the video turns out interesting. I'm not going to edit it tonight. I'll edit it tomorrow or Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever. Who fuck knows. But take care of yourself, and I'll see you later. Bye.